Now it's quite possible to play this bowing and effectively accentuate new strong beats, the first of every two. Effectively changing the meter from 6/8 to 3/4. However, I would argue that you'd get the best benefit from this practice if you tried to maintain the previous strong beat relationships. In other words, let's maintain the idea of 6/8 and feel that the strong beats are still the first note and the fourth note of every measure. Something to always listen out for when you're dealing with coordination is to listen for what I call double notes, and that's essentially what they sound like. It's when you accidentally hear an extra note. Depending on when you hear the extra note, whether it's before the next bow or after it, that tells you whether your fingers are moving ahead or behind the motion of the bow. If your coordination is close and not that dramatically off, then you might instead hear this kind of fuzzy sound. Which is a similar idea. It just means that your hand is not quite moving at the accurate time. So essentially, we're creating an unequal balance between our down bows and our up bows. We're going to have down bow for slurred two notes, up bow for simply one separate. These unequal bowings are exactly the kind of thing that help us create intuition in the bow hold, because it's very hard to actually logically deconstruct what's happening, but it's actually quite easy when you have a clear picture in mind to allow your body to naturally find what it should do in order to make this unequal bowing work. If you have some specific guidelines in mind, your hand will naturally figure out what it needs to do in order to achieve your goals. But that's the key.